I had to write notes. I had to write notes. Yes, my Still Colour family. How are we doing? It's a new year. Am I getting a new you? Let me tell you something. You're getting the same old Jarvis. Welcome back to another video, and I am continuing my journey into rock, soul? I added anyone to the list. Into rock, folk, and various other accompanying genres, okay? And the song today that I'm going to listen to was recommended to me by a very wise man, okay? A very wise man who is a big fan of this artist. And I have listened to one of his songs before. It was a bit folky. And the song the artist I'm listening to today is Bob Dylan. Just to give you a bit of a recap, if it's your first time here. A few years ago, I embarked on a journey to listen to as much new music from different genres that I've never listened to as possible. And that found me listening to bands like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, the Beatles, the list goes on, the Eagles, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And I've listened to some incredible music. And as of recently, I've listened to Bob Dylan. So the song that I'm going to listen to today is Shelter from the Storm. If it's your first time here, also, I don't do any research. I don't look into the song. I don't really look into the artist. I just listen to it, give my first reaction, and then hopefully I'm able to fill in the blanks. And if not, you guys help me out. But Shelter from the Storm, what do I get from that title? What I get is someone or something who has been through something tumultuous or turbulent. You get me? Do you know when you're in a plane and you're feeling a bit of turbulence? Something turbulent, and they just need some help. They need to get away from there. Maybe they don't want to leave it forever, but they just need a temporary respite. I may be waffling, let's see. Let me put on my trusty headphones. Let's get straight into the magic.
Was in another lifetime, one of toil and blood, when blackness was a virtue, the road was full of mud. I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. And if I pass this way again, you can rest assured I'll always do my best for her, on that I give my word. In a world of steel-eyed death and men who are fighting to be warm. Come in, she said, I'll give ya shelter from the storm. Not a word was spoke between us, there was little risk involved. Everything up to that point had been left unresolved. Try imagining a place where it's always safe and warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I was burned out from exhaustion, buried in the hail, poisoned in the bushes and blown out on the trail. Hunted like a crocodile, ravaged in the corn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Suddenly I turned around and she was standing there, with silver bracelets on her wrists and flowers in her hair. She walked up to me so gracefully and took my crown of thorns. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Now there's a wall between us, something that's been lost. I took too much for granted, I got my signals crossed. Just pretend till it all began on a non-event uneventful morn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Well, the deputy walks on hard nails and the preacher rides a mount. But nothing really matters much, it's doom alone that counts. And the one-eyed undertaker, he blows a feudal horn. Come in, she said, I'll give ya shelter from the storm. I've heard newborn babies wailing like a moaning dove, and old men with broken teeth stranded without love. Do I understand your question, man? Is it hopeless and forlorn? Come in, she said, I'll give ya shelter from the storm. In a little hilltop village, they gambled for my clothes. I bargained for salvation and she gave me a lethal dose. I offered up my innocence, I got repaid with scorn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Well, I'm living in a foreign country, but I'm bound to cross the line. Beauty walks a razor's edge, someday I'll make it mine. If I could only turn back the clock to when God and her were born. Come in, she said, I'll give ya shelter from the storm.
I had to write notes. I had to write notes because the first time I listened to Bob Dylan, someone said in the comments, and please excuse me if I've forgotten who you are. Let me stop this. Someone told me, actually, I'm gonna get your name. Let's get this right. Let's get this right. Let's have this right now. Okay. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. My friend David Bowman in the comments told me, listening to Bob Dylan, there are so many layers. You can listen to a song now, listen to that song probably in a few years' time, then a few years more time, and a few years more time, and get so many different understandings and so many different types of meanings from the song. That guy's a human onion. Okay, and I was getting that as I listened to this song because I had so many thoughts. You know, let's just talk about instrumentation first. Like, super simple, you know, guitar, bit of bass, and then the harmonica comes in at the end. The famous harmonica. I mean, I'm saying famous, I've only heard one song. The famous harmonica comes in at the end. But in terms of the lyrics, I have picked up on 3 different themes. Okay, so the first theme that I picked up was like the one that I thought was quite obvious to me is, you know, she, you know, if we're talking about a male and female relationship, she gave me shelter from the storm. A relationship, you know, you're going through a time of, I feel like it's like stages of a relationship. So you're going through a time of adversity, you know, toil, things aren't going well for you, you know, you're hustling through the mud, you're getting dirty. And then you meet someone, a clean-hearted individual, beautiful soul, who brings you joy, who shelters you from the madness of the world. Okay? And what often tends to happen, because let's be real, we don't always end up with our childhood sweethearts. we don't end up with people that we, at the time thought we was going to love forever. And I kind of feel like this almost was like what do you call it? The stages of a relationship. The honeymoon stage, things are beautiful, things are going good. And then you have the adversity stage where we're going through a little something, and then you have the breakdown stage. I feel like this was like the stages of a relationship. This was like, you meet someone, fall in love with them, they're sheltering you from the storm, but the struggles tend to, peer their ugly heads again. They come back. And this was kind of like that's like the first way I saw it. That's the first way. And then as I was listening to this track, I started to like notice quite a few like religious connotations. So I had to write that down. So I wrote, do you know when you make notes and like you look back at it and you're like, what the hell was I saying? I wrote toil and crown of thorns. So crown of thorns, Jesus Christ. So what I'm imagining, is this could be talking about the tale of Jesus. Okay, this could be talking about the tale of Jesus, because Jesus, in the Bible, Jesus died for the sins of man. So maybe this is a track that talks about all of the adversity. It kind of goes in with my third thread, the struggles of the human race, the struggle of people, going through all of this adversity, going through all of this madness. Jesus died for our sins. Like, maybe that is a way of creating shelter for people. Another thing is, I feel like I'm picking at straws right now. I'm trying to go deep, and I just can't seem to connect the dots right now. I can't seem to connect it. But there's something there. Religious, relationship, struggles. That's where I am right now, guys. That's where I am. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know. Educate me. Give me the education that I need. Give me the education that I need. Because this song was very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And it's one of those songs I feel like I listen to and I'm like, nah, there's something here. There's something deep here. So please help me out. Thank you so much for watching the video. Guys, please don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. It's your boy Jervis. And I'm going to check you again on the next video. Au revoir. Hopefully I'm giving you shelter from whatever storm in your life is going on. Okay? And if I'm not doing my job. Right? I'm not doing my job. I'm doing a bad job. Right? Anyways, ta-ra. See you guys later. Bye.